last video in the series alert. We have watched all the Superman live-action films. What can I say? We are on to the last one. And the only one we need to watch now is Man of Steel. Like I said, though, if you didn't catch it in one of my other videos, I said that we already watched Justice League and Batman v Superman. You can catch that in my live-action Batman film reactions series. Go check that out if you haven't yet. But yeah, for now, the last Superman live-action film we need to watch is Man of Steel, and that's what we're going to be getting to today. And I'm pretty excited, because I have not seen Man of Steel in a very, very long time. I remember seeing it in theaters and liking it. It was a very good Superman movie, in my opinion. I think Zack Snyder did it very, very well and did justice to the Superman comics and just him as a person. I like Zack Snyder as a director. He does good jobs in films. He relies more on looks and aesthetics of films, I feel, more than substance, and that's kind of a lot of people's gripe with him, but I kind of like that for Zack Snyder. 300, it's all about imagery and just action sequences, and it's just basically just the visuals of a movie, and he's really good at doing that. And even though a lot of critics don't like it, I think he does very good at those types of films. And Man of Steel is no exception, honestly. Yeah, so Man of Steel is what we're getting to today. I love me some Superman, and I love me some Henry Cavill. I don't think you guys know that yet, but I really think Henry Cavill is a good actor. I think he does Superman pretty freaking well, if I have to say so myself. But yeah, he does a very good job. This is the first time I ever saw Henry Cavill act. Just watch for yourself if you guys haven't watched it yet. But I'm going to be reacting to this film, give a little commentary on the film while we watch it, some stuff you might not have heard of yet. You guys could fill me in on stuff I haven't heard of this film yet. And also after the movie, I'm going to give a short, quick review of how this movie holds up. And also, I'm going to rank all the Superman we've seen in the live-action films. And also, I just want to let you guys know how this movie holds up, even though it came out fairly recently. I forgot what year it came out. I think 2012, 2013, somewhere around there in the early 2010s, whatever we call it nowadays. But yeah, this movie came out fairly recently, so I'm pretty sure it still holds up, especially with the special effects and all that action sequences and type of Zack Snyder stuff he throws in the movies. But yeah, let's not waste any more time. Man of Steel, here we come. Okay, I like that Warner Brothers logo. Kind of gritty, dark, so it's going to prepare us for a dark Superman, I feel. Syncope, which is Nolan. He helped produce this movie. One thing I gotta admit I really like from this movie is all the Superman movies before this, we didn't get to see a lot of Krypton. And this movie kind of shows a lot more of in-depth look of how Krypton looked before it blew up. So I like that, and I'm glad Zack Snyder did that. Interesting animal. Kind of looks like Star Wars, to be honest.
Krypton's core is collapsing. We may only have a matter of weeks.
Are you seriously suggesting that we evacuate the entire planet?
No. Everybody here is already dead. Give me control of the Codex. I will ensure the survival of our race.
This council has been disbanded.
Join me. Help me save our race.
Less than 5 minutes into this movie, and Zod already seems like more of a dick than he did in Superman 2.
And who will decide which bloodline survives, son?
Out of the way. I said.
Russell Crowe's a badass. I mean, look at this imagery. It's incredible. This is typical Zack Snyder film. This kind of shows Jor-El being more of a badass too, which is cool. And we know where Superman gets his, maturity level, I don't know, just strength, sense to do right, basically, from his father. It's a skull. So the Codex is a head? That's a tough thing to do, to let your baby go to another planet that you have no idea about. So that's kind of basically that Superman logo thing. Kind of like the crystals from the Christopher Reeve Superman.
Goodbye, my son. My hopes and dreams travel with you.
Zod has a lot of followers. In the first one, it was just those two people, but I guess in this one, a lot of people backed him up for what he was doing.
What have you done?
We've had a child, son. A boy child. Krypton's first natural birth in centuries.
Did they say that in the original Richard Donner Superman? Was Superman the only natural birth in a while? See, these are stuff I don't pick up. Sometimes I have to rehear them from another film or something. For a general, he's getting his ass whooped by Jor-El.
Codex is Krypton's future. Abort the launch.
Who do you think she's gonna listen to? Her husband or some random guy? Ooh.
The council has sentenced you and your fellow insurgents to 300 cycles of somatic reconditioning. Do you have any last word? You believe your son is safe?
I will find him. I will find him!
Every time I see Michael Shannon, I just remember him from 8 Mile, when he was like the boyfriend of Eminem's mother. Yes, we know the funny joke. The ships kind of look like penises. It's the end of Krypton. They actually spend a lot of time on Krypton in this movie. Damn. It sucks. Oh shit.
Keep your eyes open. You're gonna get squat.
It's so funny, ironic.
Help me find you, Greenhorn.
Oh, he's going to duty already. Okay, so he already knows his powers, apparently.
You open the door?
What's wrong with him anyway? He's such a freak. His parents won't even let him play with other kids.
The reason why they won't let him play, because he might freaking kill you by accident.
The world's too big, Mom.
Pretend it's an island. Out in the ocean. Swim towards it, honey.
Nobody can take care of the son like a mother can. Fun fact, I think a lot of people know that Henry Cavill is not from America. He's from somewhere in England, Britain, I think. I might be wrong, but... so they don't have football over there, but he has a favorite NFL team. And I think a lot of people can guess what team it is. Kansas City. So, yeah, and the reason why he chose that is because that's where Superman's from.
Hey, asswipe. What do you think? You see the game?
Leave her alone, Pete.
Ooh. Damn. And of course someone sees him. Oh, of course it's a guy who was making jokes about him.
Clark, you have to keep this side of yourself a secret.
What was I supposed to do? Just let him die?
Maybe.
Even though he sounds like a dick for saying that,
When the world
kind of has a point.
finds out what you can do, it's going to change everything. People are afraid of what they don't understand. We were sure the government was going to show up at our doorstep, but no one ever came. This was in the chamber with you. Took it to a metallurgist at Kansas State. He said whatever it was made from didn't even exist on the periodic table.
Huh.
You're the answer to are we alone in the universe?
Can I just keep pretending I'm your son?
Oh, God.
You are my son,
I don't remember this movie being as deep as it is right now.
but somewhere out there you have another father too who gave you another name, and he sent you here for a reason, Clark. You owe it to yourself to find out what that reason is.
That is something. Yeah, go follow the strange man into a dark pit. Alright, one pod is open. Oh! You messed up. Dude, she would be dead. This is why you don't go following strange men into weird caves.
Scar.
I feel like this makes more sense that somebody, like, an army base, like, I don't know, the army would find out about this area before he did. And unlike the Christopher Reeve Superman movie films, where he just found it out of, like, nowhere, nobody even knew about it. So this kind of makes more sense. That someone would beat him to the punch before he ever got a chance to look at it.
As for my rescuer, he disappeared during the object's departure, and I have arrived at the inescapable conclusion that the object and its occupant did not originate on Earth.
Pentagon is denying.
This movie honestly has, like, an all-star cast. A lot of big names in this movie.
Harry, come on, it's me we're talking about. I'm a Pulitzer Prize-winning reporter.
And act like it. Who are you? I'm your father, Cal. My name is Joel. That's my name. Cal-El.
I have so many questions.
The Sculptions
I love that the technology was so capable in 2013 to make this all possible, because this is pretty awesome. Seeing this on screen, live action, it's pretty tight.
100,000 years. General Zod. Attempted a coup.
Hey, screw that guy, yeah?
By then it was too late. All Kryptonians were conceived in chambers such as this. Every child was designed to fulfill the predetermined role in our society. So alone. No. You're as much a child of Earth now as you are of Krypton. You can embody
True.
the best.
He's been on Earth longer than he has been on Krypton.
The dream your mother and I dedicated our lives to preserve.
And here's the suit.
People of Earth are different from us, it's true. The house of Earth means hope. That's what you can bring.
Why wouldn't they just have it as an H, though? I don't know. I feel like the alphabet is different on Krypton, but I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. So that suit's been in that spaceship just waiting for him?
Why am I so different from them?
I feel like they could have put that suit in the spaceship he came in on.
You've grown stronger here than I ever could have imagined. The only way to know how strong.
I feel like that suit's really uncomfortable. It looks so uncomfortable. All that latex spandex, whatever it is.
You will give the people of Earth an ideal to strive toward.
I like how he had to shave first before he put on the suit.
They will fall.
It was funny.
In time, they will join you in the sun, Cal.
I don't know, comparing Russell Crowe's voice to Marlon Brando's, like, the voiceover, I'd say it's pretty even. I really like Russell Crowe as an actor. I've always liked him. Gladiator is one of my favorite movies of all time. So, hearing his voice, like, kind of do that same thing that Marlon Brando did in the earlier Superman films, I think it's pretty even. I think they both do a great job at voiceover work. Zack Snyder, man, he's really good at that. Because that's really freaking cool. Him flying through wherever that was, I don't know. I'm guessing like Africa type place. Oh, you gotta have that shot. You gotta have that shot.
How do you find someone who has spent a lifetime covering his tracks? For some, he was a guardian angel. For others,
Yeah, he beat up this guy for me.
who never quite
He
fit
threw his truck all on that tree over there. I mean, like, it was pretty amazing, but I didn't question it.
in. Hey, Ross. I'd like to talk to you
That was the
about
bully, wasn't it, huh?
the school bus that went into the river.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah. There you go.
My father believed the world found out who I really was. They rejected fear.
I mean, the father kind of has a point. I mean, once you can do all the great things for people, like do anything imaginable for someone and just look out for them, and once you do one wrong move, they will shun you, I guarantee it. Yeah, that's a huge tornado, too. I'm so lucky that I've never seen one up close and personal, because that would scare the crap out of me.
Swanwick, sir.
That could have been Martian Manhunter. I don't know. We'll see. I think in the Snyder cut, he's supposedly maybe going to be in it, and maybe being as Martian Manhunter, but I don't know. I could be totally wrong what I'm saying, but we can only be hopeful in the Snyder cut of Justice League.
Well, they haven't responded as of yet.
Yeah, that's scary. Matt, I know I say this a lot, but just if that was in real life, you know how many people would be freaking out right now? Oh, and they can even see it live. God, that's scary. I think that's even scarier. Like your channel that you're watching goes blank and you see that come up. That's like something out of The Ring or something. Oh, it's translating to every language too. That's amazing.
My name is General Zod. Your world has sheltered one of my citizens. I request that you return this individual to my custody. He is not one of you.
What are you gonna do? You can't hide your identity anymore. You gonna let millions, billions of people die? Which he's not, so he only has one option.
You just have to decide what kind of man you want to grow up to be, Clark, because whatever that man is, good character or bad, he's going to change the world.
What's on your mind?
The ship that appeared last night, the one they're looking for.
That's a huge weight on a bastard's shoulders.
This General Zod. Even if I surrender, there's no guarantee you'll keep.
Hey, he could be a crazy guy though too, so there's that.
I can save Earth by turning myself in. Shouldn't I take it?
Sometimes you have to take a leap of faith first. The trust part comes later.
Damn, those last words could have saved the human race's life. God, I wish we had a superhero in real life. It'd be so awesome.
You've got our attention. What is it you want?
What's the S stand for?
It's not an S. In my world, it means hope.
Well, here it's
It's an
an
S.
S.
How about... So this is kind of more realistic. She knows his secret identity, and which in the older Superman with Christopher Reeve, she didn't, or until he told her in Superman 2. But yeah, this kind of is more realistic in a sense. So I'm kind of on board with that, even though I kind of like the mystery of Lois not knowing who Clark really is and who Superman is.
The atmospheric composition on our ship is not compatible with humans. You will need to wear a breather beyond this point.
Kal-El, I have no idea how long we've been searching for you. He's rejecting our ship's atmospherics. You've spent a lifetime adapting to Earth's ecology, but you never adapted to ours.
Help him!
I can't. Whatever's happening to him has to run its course. I and my fellow officers were sentenced to the Phantom Zone. The destruction of our world freed us.
How did you find your way to Earth?
We managed to retrofit the Phantom projector into a hyperdrive. We detected a distress beacon, which you triggered when you accessed the ancient scout ship.
That makes sense.
And now
That makes a lot of sense.
Save what remains of your race.
So you basically led them to kill you.
Your father stole the registry's codex and stored it in the capsule that brought you here, so that Krypton can live again on Earth. The foundation has to be built on something.
Is there an S on his chest, General Zod? Or is that something different? Is that a different logo? So we thought this was going to be the only time we get to see Superman in the black suit. But apparently we will get to see that in Justice League Snyder Cut.
Thanks to you, I'm uploading to the ship's mainframe.
Oh, awesome.
Who are you?
I'm Cal's father.
Can you help us?
How did he know that she knows Cal?
I can modify its atmospheric composition to human compatibility. We can't stop them. We can't send them back to the Phantom Zone.
How?
I can teach you. And in time you can teach Cal. Will you help me?
Oh, that's not good.
Crew alerted. Need to move quickly.
Oh, they're back on Earth. Okay, that makes sense.
Damn!
Did you do that?
Yes. Pick up the
Yes.
What's happening?
Oh, they're back on Earth. He's strong again.
Oh, there's the IHOP guy.
To your right. Fire.
Oh!
Behind you.
Damn, Jor-El's a badass.
Secure yourself inside the upper pod. Safe travels, Mr. Bane.
Okay, I could be wrong on this, because I don't read a lot of comics, even though I just see a lot of stuff online about
Comic books and movies and stuff of that nature. But I know there's an alternate Batman where Thomas Wayne survives and Bruce dies in the alley.
and he becomes Batman. But
Is there an alternate comic where Jor-El survives and like Superman never comes to Earth?
and he becomes Superman, because in this movie, Jor-El is pretty awesome.
Said about the codex.
He kicks ass, honestly.
You can save all of them.
Where has he hidden it?
Ooh. Okay, I really want to know if there's like if there is like this type of YouTube channel where it compares the destruction
From Man of Steel and Avengers, because I know they're pretty even. I want to know who caused more destruction.
What have you done?
he hasn't done anything.
You're holding my senses off. Without your helmet, you're getting everything.
That spaceship kind of looks like one of the spaceships, the alien spaceships in Halo. Damn. It's like the Hulk.
Okay, I feel that could have killed some people.
Oh, that's scary.
The fact that you possess a sense of morality and we do not gives us an evolutionary advantage. And if history has proven anything, it is that evolution always wins.
God, she was a dick in Superman 2, and she's a dick in Man of Steel too.
Like I said, Snyder with his action scenes, man, he's really good at it. Because this is pretty freaking awesome.
Ooh, ooh. Dude. That's sick. Mine's bigger.
There he is.
That cape flowing against his legs.
This man is not our enemy.
Facts. What happens if an alternate movie, he was all like, "Thank you, Colonel," and he just wasted all the freaking army men? Could be a extended cut of Brightburn when he's an adult.
I'm all right.
Nice suit, son.
Nice suit, son.
It's only stuff, Clark. It can always be replaced.
Yeah, once we die, we can't take any of this with us.
But you can be.
Clark! Clark! I know how to stop them.
Can you stop saying his name in front of random people? There was a cop literally right behind you.
Jor-El took the Codex, bonded it within his son's individual cells. All Krypton's heirs, living, hidden in one refugee's body.
Does Kal-El need to be alive for us to extract the Codex from his cells?
No.
Bring the Phantom Drive online.
Damn, it's like something out of War of the Worlds.
Planetary engineering modifying the Earth's atmosphere.
Topography. Turning Earth into Krypton.
This ship is powered by something called a Phantom Drive. Bend space. Zod's ship uses the same technology, and if we can make the two drives collide with one another, singularity can be created, like a black hole.
If that thing is making Earth more like Krypton, won't you be weaker around it?
Maybe. Not about to let that stop me from trying.
That's right, kids. Never let anything stop you from trying. I like how that scar is still on his face that Jor-El gave him.
It's gonna always remind him that he'll be second best when Jor-El was around.
All right, everybody, leaving. Leaving the building now.
Even though I like Lawrence Fishburne a lot as an actor, he does not remind me of Perry White, to be honest. I don't know, that's just me, but he's a great actor. Well, at least from what I've seen in the past Superman movies we've watched. One thing that I wish they kind of did with Henry Cavill's Superman is they gave him the little S with the hair. I wish they kind of did that. I like that. That's kind of OG Superman. Your plot is foiled, Zod. What are you gonna do now? And he can't catch a break because Zod is still alive, so you know he's gotta have to fight him. So after he just destroyed that huge, giant thing that was gonna turn Earth into Krypton,
He has to go fight Zod now. Superman doesn't get a break. It sucks.
If you destroy this ship, you destroy Krypton. Krypton had its chance.
damn. He's an Earthling now. He belongs to Earth. We have Superman. We claim him.
The death is its own reward.
Shh. That's so bittersweet. One thing I'm really missing right now is a Superman score. Oh, they finally get the kiss.
Alright, a fair amount of people are watching this right now.
I saw that is what you have taken from me.
Ooh, and it begins.
You're a monster, Zod. And I'm gonna stop you.
Damn. Always gotta have a big explosion behind a good guy. Come on, Soup. Alright, compared to the, like, I don't know, the CGI in Superman Returns, this is just, like, 10 times better in my opinion. I know it's, what is that, 7 years later, but still. Wayne. That says Wayne. Only a few amount of people I feel caught that in the very first time this movie came out.
If you love these people so much,
Dude, run!
you can run for them.
Just duck under it or something. Run! Ah, crap. I know Superman doesn't have the same rule as, like, Bruce Wayne Batman, but I feel like still, seeing Superman kill doesn't really sit right with me.
No, Superman.
Stupid.
One of the surveillance drones.
That's a $12 million piece of hardware.
It was.
It was.
I know you're trying to find out where I hang my cape. You won't. I'm here to help. But it has to be on my own terms. And you have to convince Washington of that.
Even if I were willing to try. What makes you think they'd listen?
Guess I'll just have to trust you.
Ooh. Damn. Oh my gosh.
Smiling about Captain.
Nothing, sir. I just think he's kind of hot.
What did I say?
Car, Captain.
Ladies love Superman. Honestly, I think a lot of what made this movie enjoyable, nothing against Zack Snyder or the movie itself, just the cast. A lot of great actors in this movie, and they did a great job in this movie, in my opinion.
What are you going to do when you're not saving the world? Have you given any thought to that?
I have, actually. Lombard, Lane, I want you to meet our new stringer. I want you to show him the ropes. This is Clark Kent. Good luck, kid.
Lois Lane,
Uh,
welcome to the Claimant.
Man of Steel, directed by Zack Snyder, wraps it up. Last movie in the Superman live-action film series, and we did go out with a bang, in my opinion. That's a cut for the Superman live-action film series. We are done with Man of Steel. We just finished it, coming right out of the gate, watching this for the third time? I don't know, fourth time? No, I know I've seen it probably more than a handful of times, but just not recently. But Man of Steel, to me, is a solid Superman movie. Is it better than the Richard Donner Superman movies with Christopher Reeve? No. Not in my opinion. But is it better than Superman Returns, Superman and the Mole Men, and Superman 3 and 4? Definitely yes. Really quickly, while we're talking about it, how do I rank the movies right off the bat right now since we just wrapped it up? So first, I'm going to put the Richard Donner, Christopher Reeve, Superman, the movie, as number 1. That is my favorite Superman movie out of all the movies we've watched so far. Second, I'm going to have to go with... Oh, this is a really tough decision. I might have to split it up. I might have to put 2 movies for number 2, because I really don't know. So for my second pick right now for best live-action Superman film, I'm going to say Man of Steel and Superman 2, the Richard Donner cut, I guess, because that's what we watched, because I liked it. I really liked it. But for third, I'm going to have to put Superman Returns. Fourth, I'm going to have to put George Reeves' Superman and the Mole Men. Fifth, I'm going to have to put Superman 3. Yeah, Superman 3. And then lastly, I'm going to put Superman 4. That, honestly, Superman 4 was just... the only thing that kind of saved it for me was Christopher Reeve. But yeah, Man of Steel. We just wrapped that up. And I enjoyed the heck out of it because it had a lot of action. And I'm a guy who loves my action movies. And thanks to Zack Snyder... you can't complain there was no freaking action in this movie, because every scene, from midway to the end of the film, that's when the action started to pick up. But in the beginning, it was mainly like we were getting to know who Superman basically is. We had to get a rundown from his backstory, because, I mean, the last time we got his backstory was 78 in live-action form, right? Besides TV series and all that stuff. I'm talking about films. But yeah, for the sake of that... and for showing the audience how he became that again, I think it didn't take up a lot of time, even though it felt it kind of did, but to cram all that in a movie, all Superman's backstory, I think Zack Snyder did a pretty good job at trying to switch back and forth from the past and to the present and the middle of, like, when he was a kid. And, like, I think for the sake of, like, showing that to the audience member and trying to keep them intrigued and not confused of, like, oh, are we in the past? Are we in the present? Where are we right now? I think Zack Snyder did a good job at transitioning from each Clark we're watching. I think a lot of people kind of go over that and kind of, like, don't recognize how hard that is, because a lot of times I've seen a lot of movies where they go back in the past and the present and they kind of switch back and forth in films, and, like, you get confused. You don't know what is the present and what is the past, and you're like, didn't he just die? How is he alive right now? Or is he alive now? Or did he die then? Like, yeah, you don't know. And some people, some directors and some writers and stuff, like, they don't do a great job at that. And Zack Snyder did a pretty good job in Man of Steel, which I really like. And so I don't like getting confused in a movie, to be honest, even though I do get confused a handful of times in films, because, like, when I see a movie, I turn off my brain. But for the sake of not getting confused, Zack Snyder did a good job. And Man of Steel, by all means, I don't think is a perfect Superman movie, but for the sake of grabbing the viewer's attention, I think Zack Snyder did a great job. That's what Zack Snyder does. He gets your attention, especially with all the aesthetics, like I said in the beginning of my intro video. He does a good job at just like painting a picture for you on screen with movement, though. It's better than a picture because it's like people are talking to you basically right back at you and like acting the scene out. Zack Snyder does a great job at that. And just the imagery and just, I don't know, just putting that out all on screen for the viewer to see. It's great. And it's just very artsy in a way, which I told you I'm not a big fan of artsy films, but Zack Snyder in a way does it that intrigues me. And I like that a lot. And that's why I'm a fan of Zack Snyder, especially nowadays. Like, in the past, I didn't really get Zack Snyder for, like, when he first came out with, like, movies like 300 or Watchmen. But as I got older, and I went through film school and stuff like that, I kind of appreciated his work even more. And that's how I feel kind of with Man of Steel, too. When I first saw it, I kind of was let down. Because in all honesty, when the trailer came out for this movie, and you saw Christopher Nolan produce this movie, you kind of got that feeling of, like, oh, we're going to get another Dark Knight series. We are lucky to be alive right now, basically, because that's what Man of Steel basically a lot of people thought was going to be. Another Dark Knight series was such a great producer at the helm, Christopher Nolan, and a great director, Zack Snyder. And to be honest, when I saw the trailer, I got goosebumps because the Man of Steel trailers were probably one of the best trailers I've ever seen in my life. Whoever put together that trailer for Man of Steel deserves a freaking Oscar. I think trailers deserve their own category in Oscars or Golden Globes or like Emmys or stuff like that, because like putting together a trailer and making it appealing for the audience to come and go see your movie or your show takes a lot of effort in itself. And this trailer for Man of Steel was just amazing when I saw it. I got goosebumps. It was just like jumping off the screen to me, and I couldn't wait to see this movie in theaters. And when I saw it as a kid, 2013, I was 18? I think I was 18. Yeah. So, I don't know. It's a long time ago. But yeah, when I saw it in theaters, to be honest, I was fresh out of high school, I think, or I was in high school, and I still really liked it. Man of Steel was a really good movie, but it wasn't the movie I thought it would be. I pictured a whole new Dark Knight movie, but we didn't really get that. We got Zack Snyder's take on Superman. And now that I'm older, I kind of appreciate it more. And I think, to me, Zack Snyder films, I think you need to watch it more than once to really appreciate his movie-making skill. Because I know a lot of people are on the fence. It's 50-50 with Zack Snyder. A lot of people don't really love him. A lot of people don't really hate him. But also, some people really think his work is great, and others just think it's trash and they could do without. But The Watchmen, for example, I remember thinking as a kid, I never watched it, I just saw parts of it as a kid, and I thought that movie was really boring. Come to when I was in college, and we watched it as a class. It's a great movie. Watchmen is a great movie. And see, I think you just have to be older to appreciate his films sometimes. And that's how I felt with Man of Steel. Man of Steel, like I said, by all means, not a great Superman movie, but it is a very good Superman movie, and I'm glad we got it. And that's why I think a lot of people are begging for a Man of Steel 2, which has yet to be announced, but still people have hope, and I have hope, because after Batman v Superman, a lot of people didn't dig it. I thought it was fine. It was entertaining, a lot of action. Who doesn't want to see Batman and Superman battle it out on live action screen? Ben Affleck did a great job. Henry Cavill did a great job. So yeah. But that wasn't the direct sequel to Man of Steel. Well, technically it kind of was, because it took place like right after the events of General Zod fighting Superman happened. But we kind of want Superman to have his own standalone film again, which is Man of Steel 2. And everybody's crossing their fingers. We hope it happens. I think it will happen. I think there will be a new Man of Steel 2 with Henry Cavill coming out very soon. But until then, we can just hope. But yeah, I know a lot of people are praying for it. The actors in this movie, like I said in the movie while we were watching, I think I'm pretty laid it out for you how I felt about the actors in this film. Actors made up a lot of this film, in my opinion. They did a great job. Every actor in this movie held their own and brought their all. I know I say that a lot about actors, but like you gotta acknowledge it when you see it on screen. And people like Russell Crowe or Kevin Costner or Diane Lane, They all did their part to make this movie believable and sympathetic for a lot of viewers. I'm not going to say I got teary-eyed in this movie, but there is times where I feel like, especially when Superman was a kid and Martha came in to help Superman while he was figuring out his powers at school, that kind of just hit me a little bit, because it's just like, that's basically what a mother has to do. And times 10 was Clark, because he has powers that basically nobody else has powers of. And so just to see a mother do that for their son and just be there for them, it kind of hits me. It's just like, yeah, that's a mother right there. Mother's job is never done. And even if it's an adopted mother, mother's job is never done. And so, yeah, you just relate to it on another level sometimes, and that's great from the actor standpoint. I know Zack Snyder probably had a lot to do with that behind the scenes, but yeah, like I said, let's just go off the actors really quickly. Henry Cavill first, Superman. Really like him as Superman. My list will come in a minute. I'm telling you, just hold on a sec. I'll give you my list of favorite Superman in a minute. But Henry Cavill as Superman, really like him, really dig him. He fits the bill. He's jacked. He's like huge. He looks like Superman. He looks like Superman. He doesn't look like Christopher Reeve's Superman, but he does look like Superman indeed. One gripe I have with it, though, I wish they kind of made the Clark more like the Christopher Reeve Superman portrayal of Clark Kent, kind of like a bumbling, not idiot, but just like he drops stuff, he knocks into things, he's just like all goofy and stuff, and the total opposite of who Superman is. And I wish they kind of made him more like that, but in a sense, I think Zack Snyder was going for a more realistic feel. So it did make more sense that Lois knew who he was right off the bat, and that Clark is kind of like a man's man and not really the type of Clark we got with Christopher Reeve, which it makes sense. But like I said, I would have preferred for Clark to be more of the Clark we know and love from 1978 Superman the movie. But that's my only gripe with him. Other than that, he plays Superman great. Amy Adams, not a huge fan of her Lois. She's a great actress. Don't get me wrong, she's a great actress. But as Lois, I kind of prefer Margaret Kidder's Lois Lane to Amy Adams. I feel like Amy Adams' Lois Lane is kind of monotone, in my opinion. She doesn't really, I don't know how to say it, but just like the way she came at Lois in this movie is just like, Lois is not really that noticeable, likable. It's just like, I feel like the way Amy Adams came to this character, any actress could have played it. And there's just nothing really that stands out about this Lois that makes me all like, oh, this portrayal of Lois Lane is really a standout in this movie. That's all I have to say about Amy Adams. Still a great actress, but her Lois Lane portrayal, it's okay. Also, Michael Shannon as General Zod. He does a good job. Michael Shannon is a good actor. I think he's due for an award or something, because he is an underrated actor. I feel he doesn't get in a lot of movies that are like Academy Award nominated films, but he has the chops to be an Academy Award winning actor. I just feel like, I think he has been nominated. Actually, I take that back. I think he has been nominated, but for the sake of like winning an award, I don't think he's won that many, but he is due for one, and I think his portrayal as General Zod is very good. I think he came at it in a very well way. I liked him. He's a very asshole-like character, and you just root for his defeat, his demise, basically. And Michael Shannon is good at that. He's good at pissing you off in films and like just making you realize that he's there to not make any friends. He plays a good bad guy. He plays a good villain, and I think that he needs to be in a lot more movies where he plays a villain, because he's very good at it. I don't know in real life if he's not a nice person, but other than that, yeah, he plays a good villain. Diane Lane, very motherly, plays a good Martha Kent. I like her as Martha Kent. A lot younger than the ones we've seen in the past Superman with Christopher Reeve and Brandon Routh. But yeah, she plays a lot younger Martha Kent. But she does play a good mother to Superman and Clark, and I like that. She's there for support for Superman and there to guide him, and I just appreciated that. And when I saw her, I was like, yeah, this is definitely how a mother should act. And so I like her. She's a veteran actress, and yeah, I enjoyed her as Martha Kent. Russell Crowe compared to Marlon Brando. Russell Crowe is a great actor. Compared to Marlon Brando as Jor-El, he does a great job. I think he lives up to Marlon Brando's portrayal of Jor-El, especially just like being the second actor to portray Jor-El after Marlon Brando, and like just having to go off of what you've seen Marlon Brando play. Yeah, those are big shoes to fill, and I think Russell Crowe did a very good job. Like I said, Russell Crowe in this movie as Jor-El is a badass. He kicks ass, and I want to know, like I said, I want to know if there is like an alternate universe where Jor-El became Superman and not Clark Kent. But yeah, if anybody knows, let me know, because I don't read that many comic books, but I am familiar with a handful of them. What I get. The information I get off the internet and YouTube videos and stuff like that. But yeah, Russell Crowe as Jor-El, great job, great actor, one of my favorite actors. Honestly, Gladiator, a great film to me, and one of my favorite films. And yeah, I just appreciate great acting when I see it, and Russell Crowe is a great actor. And I think that's it for the main actors that I will mention right now. That's pretty much rounds up the main actors that I think I want to just pick at the moment. But yeah, my rating for my overall rating for Superman and these live-action films that we've been watching. First, I mean, I think everybody expects it. Christopher Reeve as Superman, number 1 for me. Second, Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill does a great job. I like his Superman. Iffy on the Clark Kent, but I love his Superman. Great. Third, I think I'm going to have to go with Brandon Routh. Only because, I don't know, it's just more modern, and I think I enjoyed it a little more because there's a lot of action and stuff like that. And then lastly, I'll pick George Reeves. Yeah, so that's my list. I know we didn't have a lot of Superman to go off of, like Batman, but yeah, that's my list. Nothing against George Reeves, just not my type of Superman, even though he did a good job. And after I watched Hollywoodland, I respected him as an actor more. And I understood how the role brought up for Superman got put in his lap and how he didn't even want it, but then came to know and love kind of the role, and it kind of launched him as an actor. But yeah, that wraps up Man of Steel, and we are done with the live-action series, guys. It was fun while it lasted, and I enjoyed my time watching these Superman movies with you guys. But on to bigger and better things now. New reaction video coming very soon. Maybe a new series, I don't know, we'll see first. I think the next reaction video I might do is the Joker. With Joaquin Phoenix, but we will see. I don't know for sure yet, but I think that's coming soon. But yeah, sad to see Superman go, but I will maybe reprise it in television series, like pilots maybe in the future, but we'll see what you guys really want. Yeah, guys, if you guys like what you watched today, leave a like. Really appreciate it. And also, if you've liked what I've been putting out, maybe, just maybe, if you want to hit that subscribe button. I'm putting out content like this, I promise. Give me requests, and I'll try to get to them and write them on a list and just go one after the other, and just get your reactions that you want to see on these videos. Promise you guys, I'm a man of my word. And also, leave a comment down below what you guys thought of Man of Steel, and if you guys really want a Man of Steel 2 like I do. Because I know a lot of people do, but I want to know what you guys want. But other than that, I hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.